taking this week is spring break.
So, you want to come
So I
back?
have to leave for a minute for his baseball.
Yeah? You wish?
Yeah, Lois, I'll see you. He's
Oh, it was a pleasure.
I don't know anyone better. Great. Okay, show.
I chose 3 parts of the piece. I chose the one out. And the first one, it was the dynamics of the page. And then the emphasis on beats here.
The finger communication there, yeah?
And the
Yes,
and
you like it. It's not my own idea. It's, I told you, it has been transmitted to me by a close friend who was studying, who had studied with Alicia de la Rosa. And I think, you know, they are pianists. They can have many ways of interpretation, but that's something very interesting. You know, having the octave, you know, one of the 2 notes, you know, as a privilege, you know, to be forte, and the other one in the shadow of it, and on the contrary. So it's I like the idea. It's very inventive. But this edition is the arrangement. It's even not a transcription. So we have to make a difference between a transcription, which is supposed to be very close to the original, and an arrangement, which is an adaptation for the guitar or for the piano or whatever. It's very different. You know, for example, the Busoni version of the Bach Sonata, for me, it's a kind of extrapolation, you know. But it's, you know, the one which is very, very close to Bach music is the Brahms version for the left hand. Very close, even much closer than the Segovia version, because the Segovia version is between Busoni and Brahms version. You know. It's a very romantic version, but I like it, and I ask to my students, because they you know, it's another standard, you know, a wonderful piece. So every guitarist or musicians want to learn it, you know. And sometimes they are a little, they are young, but there is a little arrogance or pretension in their attitude. You know the word syncretism? Syncretism? It's when you mix different things and you take just, like in the supermarket, you say, oh, that's a good quality and not very expensive. Okay, take this one. Oh, this, no, this, you know. Just, you just take what you want. And, you know, very often, when they approach the chaconne, for example, they go to the Segovia version, and then I ask them to have glance to the original, and then they become to cut notes on the Segovia version, and I say, don't touch a note, and try to play his fingerings, because that's a part of our heritage, you know, of a certain period. So if you want to play to use the Segovia version, play the Segovia version. Don't cut or add anything from it. But if you want to give a better, a closer version of the music, go directly to la source, the beginning of the river, you know? What is that? La source? Source? Right. And they don't do this very easily because they are just they are not like that, but they have the attitude of a certain opportunism. Opportunism, you understand that? And so that's in the air now. I think we are less respectful, and so we should take a lot of care of what we are doing and the choices we make. And you have chosen to play an arrangement, or your teacher, but this is a nice one. I played it before, and when I saw the piano version, everything is playable. Why not do it? And Antonio Ruiz-Pipo, I don't know if you know his name. His friend who advised me for the interpretation, and he was a pianist, and he has composed 3 concertos for guitar, a sonata, numerous pieces, numerous chamber music pieces, wonderful. And he was a friend of Maurice Ohana. You know, it's that time. And musicologist, also specialized in the 18th century in Spain. Beautiful musician, beautiful artist. And he told me that it was the first time that he had heard the true version on a guitar. So it was a compliment for him. But I was very pleased because that was my goal, you know. Just play the notes, you know. But here, and especially for your right hand, I think it's a good training. So maybe we can continue if you want to stay on this piece. We can continue on your certain observations on your technique on the right hand, especially. No? You want to play it again? Yeah, because everybody was not here the day before.
The whole piece, or just the first half?
You are the captain of the boat. We are just passengers. So you decide. I don't want to cut you, but just tell us where we go. Will you play the whole piece or not?
Sure.
Okay. Generous guy. beside the whole thing, you have done several mistakes of the lecture, which is, yeah, there are so many notes. It's so, you can be completely lost, you know, but you are not. But a few notes are not the good ones. For example, just here. Can you start again from there? And try to follow the notes of the melody. It's not an A sharp here, so the original gives a maybe it is the jet lag, you know, but I think this is a natural A. It's not your fault, so pardon me, I didn't see it. I don't think it is that. And your fault now, here. I mean, it's not a sin, huh? It is not a sin. It is just a little fault, huh? Okay? Don't play you play a C instead of the B. Okay? Can you play this last thing? No, here there is a A sharp. It's like that. But the line is supposed to be here. So he will know the music. So it's not his fault, really.
There's a separate page that we printed out. Yeah, there's a separate page that we printed out
Okay.
that has the top line.
Okay, so look at this other page and check the notes, because here it ends with a B, not a C. You know, it was not here. That was okay. But it finishes like that. And here there is an A sharp, not an A natural. You know, can you start again from here? So you need the fourth on the beat. 4, 3, 1. Yes, you got it. Okay. And here, pop, 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 beep, pop, 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 beep. Wrong. Slowing down, but these are 16s. You have so spread out the music that it looked like the equivalent of the chord afterwards. No, it's not exactly that. Okay. And here, that's not the same as here. You realize that you make a confusion? Yeah,
I lost track of what was in there.
yeah, you realize, okay. So your right hand, just a compliment. a constatation. Your right hand is a little crisped, tensed. It is a constatation. It's not. I don't blame you, because when you play fast notes, tension is necessary. But there is a wonderful American man, Charles Duncan. Do you know him? Yeah. He wrote some reflections about technique, and I have a translation in French. And I taught the daughter of a man, an American man, Roger Doherty, who is American, teaching in Saint-Dizier in France, studying French now. He married a French woman, and his friend was Charles Duncan, and I taught his not the Duncan's daughter, but Doherty's daughter, and so through her I became friend with her father, and he gave me the translation of this method. It's not method; it's a kind of reflection on technique, and you know, the best technique for me is the one you are not focused on when somebody is playing. Even you forget. Everything is easy. No? That's technique. If it appears very difficult, if you show any pain, any sorrow, any difficulties, you know, so it's just says by itself that you need more technique. You know, the technique is the one. The good technique is the one you even don't you forget. You know, the one you forget when hearing a person. Okay, you don't have to forget your technique, but when you play. But when you hear somebody, you know, and it looks like easy, then you can tell this person has a good technique. It must be easy, just easy, natural, but it is not at all. You know, we are in the secret. It's not that. It asks. It's very demanding, but you know, some of us are just blind and deaf, you know, because we just want it, like, you know, in the my precious. We are focused on it, you know, and that's not, the technique is not a goal in itself, you know. It's just a way to make the music singing and live and novel and elegant, free, you know. So a good technique is the one you just forget when you hear somebody, and you just the music is there, no more the technique. So it's not a question of circus. We don't have a red nose, you know, on a nose, white plane, you know, or a comic hat, or whatever. We are not at the circus, and the circus is very noble too. It's a wonderful, wonderful art, but music is not circus at all. I mean, not show off, you know. Some music are like that. Paganini, for example, yes. Basically, yes, but it is such a kind of show-off that when you hear Perlman, for example, you know, Isaac Perlman or another beautiful violinist, we have several of them, you know, capable of playing at ease the capriccios, you know. Well, it's a show-off in itself, but music sweats, you know, through the technique. You understand what I mean? It goes through the technique. It reaches us. That's the main thing. We don't have to focus on technique and stop at that point. And so, as the goal is to hide the technique, to have such a good technique that the technique will be in your pocket, you know, not in your hands or you know, like that, in your faces or in your expressions. We have to work on it. So this Charles Duncan said that the decontraction, the opposite of tension, what is that? When you are
Relaxed.
relaxation, relaxation is not doesn't come first. It's a consequence, and that is very important. It's really very important because it says that you must assume a certain economy of gestures and efforts. You know, the technique looks like effortless when it is a good one, but the effort is there, but it is channeled. You know, the problem is that when you give all your strength in something, you know, it's too much. You know, it's like if you were playing a note and all the hand should be kept, you know, by this gesture. But you just need to pluck one string. You don't have to mobilize to ask the other fingers to be tensed. You know. So just make a selection in your gesture and just use the minimum for the maximum of results. But don't do the contrary. Don't put all the efforts possible, you know, for just a single note. That's the person in charge of the Alexander method at the Paris Conservatory told me he was saving a famous violinist, a Russian guy, who was playing every week with big orchestras, and he was running to the wall by now at that time, because, you know, he told me, realize that this man, when for example this paper is down like that, his tension when he goes to the paper to take it is as terrible as holding a piano. You know, it's you cannot imagine it. But when you are tensed, you know, at that level, you know, even taking this takes the same tension as holding a piano, which is impossible for me. I'm sorry about it. And this man was suffering a lot because he had to fight, you know, against the whole orchestra, and so he was always tensed, you know. I mean, all the seconds of his performance was tensed, you know. But just, you know, we have a light here, no? Yeah. Where is the light? Outside?
Oh, it's behind that door.
Okay. Imagine, okay. Imagine I put the light off. No more tension. I put the light on, tension. Okay? So that's exactly what you have to do, Jake. When you play, you need a certain tension to play at a certain note at a certain volume. Okay? But as fast as you have done the note, then the finger is relaxed. Don't maintain this tension. And when you play very fast, the tension the solicitation is so quick from a note to the other one that the tension is maintained all the time. You know? And that's what I see. But when somebody having thought about this, you know, he can manage to channel the tension for each gestures, even the quick ones. You know, that's a problem. So that's the reason for a musician has to work to practice slowly, or I told that very slowly. Jake, don't forget that. Slowliness or really big slowliness, you know, that's the secret. But don't play, the gestures, even when you play slow, you must obtain from the gestures something very quick. You know, the gestures must be, you know, it's not because you play slow that the gesture will be lazy. You know, the speed of the gesture will be. You have to prepare the speed, the possible speed, you know, velocity. But it is prepared with slowly preparation, you know. You play slowly, but with gesture very quick. So you can localize the moment of the passage of your nail on the string, and then you throw the finger, you know? Hop, you drop it, and then you're more tense, you know. So can you play the very beginning, but very, very slowly? Even slowly, yeah, slowly. So the wrist must be supple, and as you play the melody on the thumb, I suggest you to have your wrist a little higher, to be more effective on your thumb, okay? But the gesture must be like, we call that une pichenette en français, pichenette. So when you do a pichenette like that, it's like this, but pichenette on the other way. So you just save, you know, the tension. You use your muscle, you know, but just in the instant of the note, and afterwards, no more tension. And it's true for each note. So work on very slowly in order to localize when you have to make the gesture, and then be not contracted, you know, be supple. But it's a lie to us to think that music doesn't need any tension, you know. So when we play fast, we have to prepare ourselves slowly, just in order to install the speed of the gesture and the relaxation between the notes. Because the problem is that, you know, when we play fast, the notes are so close together, you know, that the tension is maintained, you know, and that is very terrible for the whole body, you know, and especially for the hand, you know, the muscle, tendons, and everything. So we must be very there is an economy of gesture and tension. So it is, you know, being relaxed, it's a consequence. It's not something which is necessary before, but it's necessary while playing, not before or after. It's while playing. So you need to work on it, the gesture, and the amplitude of the note must be very short. Not big gestures like that. Very short. And then you play and you are décontracté, supple. Tension. And you don't have the time to say tension, that you are relaxed. Can you play it again? But with very speedy gestures.
Slowly.
Tum, pa, wa, da, di. I think you could be even more quicker, The speed afterwards is the same, that the one you install slowly, but the space between the following note is long enough in order for you to feel supple after the preceding note, You understand what I mean? Because if you play, if you practice too quick, in a quick tempo, you will not have the time to assume this relaxation between the notes. You globalize the tension. You put it just a big thing, one thing, and during a world pitch. No. You see? I observed that the pinky was like this, and you need a great tension that maybe you could play 10 times. You play your piece like I should play it. It's much more demanding for you than for me. Because you put too much tension in it, and it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't need that. So work very slowly to try to discern, to localize the tension, and then you relax the finger, and then up, 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 like this, up, and relax. Up. So the nervosity is here, like a cat should do. With a little amplitude. No. Dum, dum, dum. Even slower. Dum, dum. And just try to feel from inside the relaxation. No? Okay? Tell me when you feel it. So, hop. Front finger. Hop. Drop it. Yeah, and then you relax. Okay, it's less evident pianissimo than fortissimo. So play fortissimo. No, fortissimo. Yeah. Not quicker. You see? Fortissimo means quicker. No. Fortissimo, and then you will see that the difference between the tension demanded by the fortissimo, which is a strong one, strong tension, the muscle is very solicited. And just after the lack of tension, the sudden lack of tension, you offer to your finger, and not only the finger, but certainly the shoulder or whatever, you know, it will make the difference. And that's the difference I want you to feel much better, in order to be more selective in your playing, you know. So the technique, the good technique is the one you don't show anymore, you know. And now you show that it's difficult, and we have to see that it's easy. Even if it is not true, it's not easy, you know, that for sure. But it will be easier for you to make this economy of tension for each note. So work on slowly or very, very slowly if necessary, and don't play like move. I need my dictionary, I'm sorry. Because very often we think that move, mode, slack, to be slack, like that. I don't know. It's curious.
Rubbery.
Limp.
Mood, soft, no. Change one word. Weak, too. He's spineless. You know?
No.
But that's the dictionary. I love the dictionary because there are many. Okay, but that's it. You know, don't be spineless when you play slow. I think that's the good. It's a funny expression, but that's that's it. Be tensed, but when playing, and when you have played. So it's even not a half of second. It's it's a very short time. And it's done. And then you are no more tense, you know. But don't play with like this, because you are playing slowly. You know. You know what I mean? Be very quick. You have to work on the speed of the gesture, but playing slowly. And then it will come. And play in different volumes, not only piano, but forte or fortissimo, but very slowly. I think it's a problem of everybody, because we don't know how to, we are impatient, so we want to play fast, too quick, you know, and we don't take the time to pass through this step, which is a step necessary. Patience and concentration. Your gesture more than the result, which can be of which you can be proud of it, you know, or not only proud but only pleased with it. You know, it's pleasant to play fast, you know, but. You run to the wall when you do it. So you have to work very slowly with the control of your gestures, and to install the speed of it slowly. I repeat myself 1,000 times, but that's important. So it's a décontraction, relaxation is a consequence of that. And it works for everybody. That's it. very talented. So the more talented you are, the more serious you have to be in front of this technique, which is not a goal in itself. It is just a way to express your musicality that you have. But the technique offers a certain purity and a certain aptitude of assuming your creativity and your inventivity. You know, for example, the more talented you are, musically speaking, the more technique you need, because you will be frustrated. If you don't have enough technique, you will have a dream in your head, you know, but in your fingers it will not be concretized. You know. So I don't wish you that. You know. So listen to your teacher. And try to work slowly with quick gestures and with a true nervosity, you know, but don't be what I say, what I read on the dictionary. I even
Spineless.
Yeah. Ouais. Faut pas être mou, faut être très vif. Avec des gestes vifs. Travailler dans la lenteur, mais avec des gestes vifs. Vivid. Vivid gestures, not slow gestures. Okay. But in the slowness. That's all.
Thanks.
He's gotta go. Next.
Yeah. But this is very important because we need technique. Without technique, we can do anything. It's like a painter without his tools, you know. That's it. What is it?
Should I turn it off or not?
Oh.
Should I turn it off or not? Mom, should I or not?
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, you can.
Merci.
Thank you.